It's hard. It's a lot to deal with. It's overwhelming at times, but I have a lot of hope for us.
What is Cheat Sheet? This is a web series that's gonna hopefully take you through November. Not only am I gonna tell you week after week after week why it is so fucking important that we vote for Joe Biden this year, but also we're gonna provide you a cheat sheet to help elect progressive candidates down the ballot in all the swing states. Today's state, Pennsylvania. Lordy, Lordy. Our guest today is a powerful young person. She is a dancer, actress, author, and model. At age eight, she began starring on Lifetime's Dance Moms and became one of the breakout stars. Remember, week after week, it was like, be more like Maddie. It was like, okay. She was starring in music videos that literally have made me cry, commercials, ad campaigns, voice roles in animated films. She has written more than 4 books, including her New York Times bestseller, The Maddie Diaries. And you can catch her in 2021 playing Velma, one of the Jets in Steven Spielberg's West Side Story. And this election cycle, our guest has been using her huge platform to consistently encourage her followers to vote. She is a first-time voter. Freaking yas. Give it up for Maddie freaking Ziegler.
Literally the nicest introduction anyone has ever given me. Wow, I'm so excited to be here.
You are an amazing young woman. I'm so happy to share this time with you. Okay, so Maddie, so you are 18. How old were you when Donald Trump was elected?
I would have been 14.
How did that feel?
When he got elected was the first time. It was such an eye-opener, not only for me, but for also my mom, my stepdad. It was a really big moment. And now I feel so grateful that I'm at the age where I'm able to use my voice. And now that I'm 18, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even have to wait until I was 18 to use my platform or use my voice. I'm so proud of my generation and everyone who's been talking about this and who has been just being so like positive and uplifting and bringing hope to a really dark place. So it's been amazing. And I'm really happy to be a part of this generation, honestly.
I'm so happy to hear you say that. I'm proud to be a millennial. I love it. So you're a proud first-time voter. And how does that feel? This election, LOL /
A part of me is like, oh, why did this have to be my why do we have to have like the orange man, But I am happy to be part of such a huge time in our lives.
I have hope because of the work that young people have done this year. It's like, it's not just hope like, I hope, it's like hope because we saw it this year. We saw it.
Yes. More than ever, we need things to change. And I really believe that Kamala and Joe Biden can do so. And I had the chance to talk to Joe Biden's granddaughter, Finn.
I saw that. That was awesome.
Talking to her, I was like, wow, this is it. Like, I was just so happy and so honored. And everything that she was saying at such a young age as well, like, inspired me so much.
It's awesome. It was so moving. I was like, look at these young women, like leaders. It was so cool. That was awesome.
Like, there's so many kids now who are literally 14, 15, 16, who are using their voice, spreading just so much positivity and light on this subject. And I wish I would have done so earlier.
I agree with you. I'm seeing the younger they are, the more woke they are, the more educated they are, and it's like the younger you start learning, the more deeply it's implanted in your brain.
And I'll admit, I have so much to learn still. And there's so many things that I still don't know. And I'm happy to admit that. That's not something I don't want to say that I know everything and that I'm perfectly educated on this subject and politics in general. I'm continuing to learn and listen to so many people who have been vocal.
What would your message be to a Gen Zer who might not want to vote this cycle or doesn't believe in Biden as a candidate or who wants to, God, no, write in Kanye or whatever the fuck?
Don't vote for Kanye. That to me is a vote for him is a vote for Trump. So I'm just like, no. But my advice and like my message to my generation, to Gen Z, is just like, our generation is so cool and has so much hope. We are like the determining factor for our future. This is us. Like, this is going to be us when we're older, and we have to change the way our future is going to look. And I'm really, really strongly advocating for Joe Biden because he is going to make our country a lot better.
Okay, so Maddie, you grew up in Pennsylvania. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Pittsburgh.
Did you grow up in the city or like the suburbs of Pittsburgh?
So I grew up in the suburbs, living in like a neighborhood and riding my bikes with our neighbors and all my friends. Like that was very much needed, I think, in terms of growing up and being like starting working at such a young age. And I'm really glad I had that experience.
So what are 3 things you love about Pennsylvania?
One, which is like the biggest thing that I love, is the seasons. In Pittsburgh, it's so nice to see like the leaves change and then have snow for Christmas. Like it's so nice. And then the second thing that I love is honestly just like all of my family and friends are there.
That's awesome.
3, this is kind of like stupid, but I have to say it. And I know it's in LA, but it's not the same.
Okay.
Dairy Queen.
DQ, baby, DQ. Let's check out the steaks. So in 2016, Orange individual won the election by 44,000 votes in Pennsylvania. These were the state's narrowest margins in a presidential election since 1840. It's a freaking joke. Since 1840. Pennsylvania is so important. So in 2018, election turnout between 18 to 29-year-olds was 30%.
It's honestly sad. And it's so sad that like people have been so scared to like use their voice.
I understand when people don't feel like their vote counts, but it freaking does. At this point, we're filming on October 28th. I think 60 million votes have been cast early, which is dope. Out of those 60 million, 1.9 million are in Pennsylvania. The numbers are looking good, but damn, do we need to make sure everybody votes.
It is so important, especially last election. There were so many people who didn't vote. So now more than ever, we need your voice. We need your vote because it does matter and it does count. Hey, Pennsylvania, commit to vote. We can do this. Stay calm, trust the election results. We got this.
A generator video has a simple format to make it easy to use your social media to talk about politics and government and humanize policy.
My name is Maddie Ziegler. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I now live in Los Angeles, California. One thing that I love is painting. I really believe in equal rights for all, so it really bothers me that the queer community is always being threatened.
Oh my God, it is such a pleasure and honor to have you, Maddie. You are such a bright, beautiful young person. Thank you so much for joining us and lending your platform constantly. Feeling extra?
Okay, one thing you can do is join Indivisible's Protect the Results.